Hello and welcome to the core breath practice. The first thing we're going to do is find a comfortable position. If you are someone who may need to lean into a relaxation state, you know who you are. Go ahead and lay down on the floor. You can keep your knees bent. I want you to feel your rib cage expand into the floor. Feel your tailbone land there. And then imagine that there is a grape-sized pocket of air under your low back. Don't squish that grape and don't let it roll away. This will keep you in a neutral spine and give you access to more of your pelvic floor as we do this breath. If you are someone who needs to feel your body more, go ahead and find a seated position. This can be crisscross applesauce, or you can sit on a chair if that feels more comfortable for you. But I'd like you to find a place where you can wiggle around a little bit so you can feel your sit bones into the surface that you're sitting on. As we do this practice, you might feel those sit bones widen and come together, and you might feel your perineum lift and lower as we do the breath. So now we're going to place our hands, one on our chest and the other on our belly. As we inhale, feel your hands rise. And as you exhale, feel your hands pull in. Take a moment here and notice as you inhale, which hand raises more? Is it the chest hand or the belly hand? If you find that you are breathing up into your chest, see if you can relax a little bit, pull your shoulders down away from your ears, and let that breath pull all the way down into your belly as well. Sometimes it can be helpful to even give yourself a little pressure on that chest hand, gently pushing down into the chest and bringing more air down into your belly. Now I want you to just land here for a minute. Just breathe and relax, and I'm going to talk about what's actually happening in your body as you breathe. Your diaphragm, which is your breathing muscle, and your pelvic floor, which supports most of the movement in your body, work in coordination together. So as your diaphragm spreads and lowers, pulling air into your body, your pelvic floor also relaxes and lowers. Your belly relaxes to allow all that air to flow into your body. As you exhale, your diaphragm domes up, pushing the air out of your body. And at the same time, your pelvic floor does too. It contracts and lifts as you exhale. So what you'll feel in your body is as you inhale, your body relaxes, your core relaxes, making room for all of that air. And as you exhale, there's gentle contractions happening in your pelvic floor pulling up and your belly button pulling in. Practice that for a little bit. Now let's talk about some cues that can help you really make this connection with your breath and your pelvic floor. If you are a vulva owner, I want you to imagine that on the next exhale, you're gently picking up a blueberry with your vulva. And then as you inhale and your belly relaxes, you're putting that blueberry back down. Exhale, pick up your blueberry, and inhale and put it down. Now, if you're a penis owner, I want you to imagine that on the exhale, you're pulling a turtle head back into its shell. And then as you inhale, let that turtle head come back out and look around. Exhale, pulling it back in. And inhale, coming out and looking around. If you prefer not to think about your genitals at all, I understand. We have a cue for you too. I want you to imagine that your pelvic floor is a swimming jellyfish. As you inhale, your jellyfish spreads and opens, and as you exhale, it closes up, shooting through the ocean, gently contracting through the pelvic floor. Inhale, spread and open, and exhale, contracting, swimming away. Nicely done. Stay here for a moment. thinking about the cue that works best for you, and let yourself just sink into this breath. Don't worry about doing it perfectly. Just get a little bit of consistency with it. So as you inhale, you relax. And as you exhale, gentle Kegel. Inhale and relax. Exhale, gentle Kegel. If you're laying down, you're going to be feeling this in your belly. If you still have a hand on your belly, you'll feel that zip up through the lower abdomen. If you're sitting, this is when you might feel those pelvic bones squeeze in as your perineum lifts and relax out as your perineum relaxes and lowers. Inhale and relax, and exhale, gentle Kegel. Keep practicing a couple more times. And exhale. One more time. Inhale, relax, and exhale. Come back to this practice anytime that you need to practice your core breath or get a bit of a reset. You did a great job.